TMX Adventures. My name is Lisa Keegan, and this week we're getting back to basics with our TMs. Now, whether you've got a TM31, TM5, TM6, or some other thermocooker, I'm going to teach you this week how easy it is to be able to chop with your Thermomix, but being confident with what speed you need to get what outcome. All right, and also things like what maximum weight you can use in your bowl to ensure that you do get an even and consistent chop. So I have put together a little resource. By the end of the week, you'll be able to grab that off my website as well. But this is a little shortcut that you can then either print out or download so that you've got reference to this when you are creating a recipe that might not traditionally be a Thermomix recipe, but you want to make it in your Thermomix. So we're starting today with speed 4 because anything under speed 4 isn't particularly a chop. Okay, under speed 4 is usually a mix. Although if we go for long enough, yes, it will chop, okay? But under speed 4 is that real mixing kind of thing. All of these things this week at the moment will be going forward, okay? Just a little pretense on that. We're going to do chopping. We're not going to do pulling. We're not going to do mixing. So we are starting on speed 4, and we're starting with our soft items. Okay, so I've got an apple today and I've got a pear. This could be nectarines, peaches, soft stuff. Okay, so this is going to dice it. Now I'm not talking soft like bananas. I'm talking soft like these that have texture, but they're quite soft inside. Does that make sense? Now when you're thinking about how, what size to make things, you need to think about inside of your bowl. So you've got your little cog thing that goes up inside, and then you've got a gap with the blade shaft, like the blades. Oh, I know, that's like a blade shaft, isn't it? And you've got the side, and then you've got the bowl. So the items have to be able to fit down between the center and the side. Otherwise, they're going to sit on top, and we don't want that. So when you're thinking about what size, generally speaking, I say no bigger than the silver dial on the front, okay? And even the harder the food, the more you want to keep it to the thickness of the dial as well. So into my bowl, and as I said, any Thermomix model, this is applicable to. We're going to just cut up the pear. I've got the awesome, I think it's called a pear knife from the Thermomix Mix Shop, which is pretty cool. You can check that out there. And I'm just going to cut this into segments that are about the right size. I am going to remove the core. Now this is actually going to go on my kids' yogurt today. So I'm actually purely chopping today to go on yogurt. Okay, but this could be, as I said, if you're translating another recipe, it could be the topping on muffins, it could be a crumble topping, those sorts of things. Okay, so that would be the kind of thing that, I would be winging it, chucking it together, freestyling it, so to speak, to then put onto something else. So I'm not going to bother removing the core. I find the kids really don't care. They'll pick around it. Totally up to you. Your kids might be more picky, or maybe your other half, but I'm just going to do that. So you can see that will fit down my blade shaft. If I drop it in, it fits down in that space, and then I can put these other bits in. So you can see how easy it is. Now this is not overly ripe, but it's a ripe pear. It's not a crunchy pear. My family don't eat crunchy pears. They're a little picky. This though, apple, bit more texture to it, right? And you can see even as I have to put a little bit more muscle into it. Similarly, I'm not removing those seeds. I'm just going to put that there. One of our favorite chopping snacks is actually something called Cada, C-A-D-A. It's on your cookie too if you want to check that out. And it's coconuts, almonds, dates, and there's something else. Almonds? Did I say almonds? Apple. There we go. And you can actually use any fruits in it, and it's a really quick turbo chop actually that makes a beautiful thing to put with yogurt and stuff. So that's a really cool chopping one. But yes, uses apples a bit like this as well. But yeah, I never call them. All right, so the speed 4, we've covered that. The maximum for this sort of food is 300 grams because it is softer. If you try to put 600 grams a kilo in there, you're going to turn the bottom to mush and the top's still going to be solid. Okay, so maximum 300 grams. It's on the little printable at the back. And we're going to go 3 to 4 seconds. Now, generally, it's actually you can double it, right? So if I wanted to go coarse, I would do 3 seconds. And generally speaking, you'd actually go 6 for fine. But being that it's soft, if you go too long, guess what it goes to? Mush. And we don't want mush. So we're going to put on our timer 3 seconds. I'm going to show you what this looks like at the end. And then we're going to go up to speed 4. Today, we're talking speed 4. So up to speed 4. There it is. And let's have a look at the texture. Now, of course, the beauty of the Thermomix is it's not hard to repeat if it's not the texture you want. Probably should have weighed those today. They were probably coming up to 150, 200 grams worth. Now, there you go. That actually, for me, is not enough. That would have been a crumble. Okay, so that to me says, oh, this is going on top of a crumble. You can see that it's got some little, yeah, it is little. I can't even pick it up. But anyway, it's too, you can see that big bit that's just fallen there. It's too big. It'd be perfect for a crumble, right? It'd be perfect in an apple pie, but I want it a bit finer. So it's actually not going to take much longer. It's going to take probably another 1 or 2 seconds on speed. And I'm going to put the time on because 1 second actually goes really quickly. Speed 4 again. So let's do that and let's see what it comes up like this time. I think that's going to be perfect. Okay, so this is actually now done. So 4 seconds, speed 4. Any further, you'll end up with mush. Okay, you don't really want to mush. Oh, look at that. Spot on. Let me just put this into a container, that's a bit fancy, into a bowl, and I will show you the final product. So this is absolutely amazing. You'll see also by this stage, the texture is far better. So it's actually got a nice texture to it. You can see it's not mush, it is chopped, which is what we want. You can actually see as well, if the seeds bother you, oh sorry, I think I donked the mic. If the seeds bother you, you can obviously pull them out before we get to this stage as well when you're chopping them up. But that is how we dice a soft food item in 4 seconds, speed 4. Now it is going to be dependent on how soft it is. If it's super, super soft, it's going to take less time than if it's a little bit more hard and rigid in there as well. But that is the first step this week on learning to chop manually and successfully with your Thermomix. So check that out. Now, if you've got friends and family who have a Thermomix, do tell them about the YouTube channel, okay? Let them know I'm here. Let them know that they can come over and learn more about their Thermomix. Okay, I show up here so that you can keep leveling up, getting more and more out of your Thermomix investment, because there is so much this can do. So I hope this week that you will take away some hints and tips that actually mean you can do things freestyle, that you don't have to rely completely on a recipe, or you want to translate a recipe, you've got the confidence to do so. If you do have a recipe you'd like assistance to actually translate to Thermomix, please don't hesitate to reach out. Go over to my website, contact me through there, because I would love to help you gain more confidence and get more out of your Thermomix, regardless of which model you've got. But otherwise, thanks for joining me today, learning how to chop soft things on speed 4, maximum 300 grams, probably no more than 4 seconds. You'll see the flyer says 3 to 4 seconds in your Thermomix with ease and confidence. But I look forward to seeing you next time on the next video, and we'll be moving up to speed 5 next time, and I'll teach you some skills and tips and tricks then. So otherwise, take care, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. But thanks for joining me today. Bye for now.